What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Today on the agenda, we're going to be doing a little more prep for spring turkey season, as well as knocking a couple other projects out along the way. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the Appalachian Farmhand channel and welcome to the 100 acres. This channel essentially follows me in restoring my great-grandfather's 100-acre mountaintop property here in Virginia, as well as following me on my outdoor adventures in hunting, fishing, spearfishing, all that other good stuff. So if this is content that interests y'all, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, all that good stuff. Any type of support that you have for the channel is greatly appreciated. Any type of advice that you have for me is also greatly appreciated. And if this content that y'all don't care about, go ahead and get out of here. Go find something else to watch, I guess. So what are we doing today? There's a couple things on the agenda, and they're not exactly in this order, but they will be getting done today. First, we're gonna get down into the bottom lane. We're gonna grab the memory card off that camera that I set about 4 or 5 days ago, and the cut over that we put down in the bottom field. I actually measured it, and it is just under 4 acres. I have the Onyx app, so I just went through there and, you know, circled it and all that stuff. So after we get that done, we're gonna come back up here, and there is a old tractor trail that runs right through here, and it hasn't been cut over in Lord knows how long. And I want to go through, I've wanted to do this for a really long time. I want to go through there and cut that out so that we can drive down it and quit going right down the middle of this field, because that is a game trail. And it also just turns into a mess when it rains, and it just gets muddy and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and clear that out so that we can drive down it and quit going down the middle of the field. And then lastly, and I think this is what we're gonna do at the end of the video, my cousin is coming out to the property, and he's bringing his brand new Benelli 12 gauge. It is just a beautiful gun. He shot it for the first time last week, and I brought about 120 rounds of 8-shot, and he's bringing a flinger and clay pigeons, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot a couple of those out of the sky. We'll get some of that on camera. Should be a great time. So I hope that you guys enjoy this content. Stick around, and we're gonna get this video rolling. Ooh, look what it is. All right, y'all, so a slight change to the plans. My cousin just rolled up in his truck. He's back behind me. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna run down into the bottom land, and we're gonna grab the memory card off of the trail camera that we set in the bottom, in the cutover that we had. And then we're gonna go scout for some turkey, try to figure out where they're located, and then we're gonna move back up here and get to work on this. So we're going to go ahead and start moving down into the bottom. Half a foot deeper than last time I was out here. And last time was interesting enough, so this is gonna be not nice. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Wet boots for the rest of the day. Whatever, we can stop working and go eat some lunch or something like that. All right, let's just, you gotta do it, right? Oh, the boots are full. All right, make it happen, kid. Yep. Goodness. All right, let's go check this camera. So just gonna go in here, grab this. All right, we're gonna pull this and go check the images, and I guess we're just gonna have to walk back down here and set it again. There's a little bit of movement right here, but this is from deer. That's it. So y'all, basically what we're doing right now is we're just walking the creek, trying to find some signs of life and movement through here. which I think we should be fine with, considering there's this giant run of movement through this section. But we've never been to this part of the property, so we figured that we would just go ahead and do it while we're over here, and then we're gonna run back up to the upper field and go from there. Rolling through here, and we just found a pond that we didn't know about. Oh. Got my chest taken by a log right there.
Yeah. There's gotta be something here.
Oh, for sure. I've never seen this pond before in my life.
Oh my God.
Real deliverance-y back here on this portion of the property, and I am not appreciating it very much. Next to ours is a big old cattle farm over here, but it runs right through here and then runs out onto our property. But we also found another pond, which, I mean, this is just sort of spillover from the water being high on the creek, but still pretty cool. And all this is pretty swampy over here, so and this is essentially just a big old swamp. I don't think there'd be anything down in here, but maybe crayfish, because the water looks like it might be all right. All right, y'all, so far, no signs of turkey down here. We've seen some pretty good tracks for deer, though. And there's paths for deer all over the place out here, so that's a pretty reassuring. So it's pretty cool to see these different parts of the property. I mean, this place has got such a diverse, I guess, array of terrain out here. It's nuts. And a bunch of raccoons, so that's cool too. Oh, I'm gonna blow my knee out doing this.
No, you're not. It's not even that far. You broad jump 10 times further than that.
Okay, you're not wrong. All right. And
Are you good?
yeah, we're good. We're in one piece.
Good job. All right. I'm gonna take the road less traveled. That's what's gonna happen right there.
Yeah, that's absolutely what's gonna happen. What's that?
My boots didn't get wet, so. All right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, all right, let's run it. So this is a portion of the property that I haven't put on the channel yet. I have been up here, but this was just before I made the channel. So this path actually runs down to where that main crossing is, back over in that direction, and then runs up this hill all the way to the property line. So Bryson wants to walk up this creek for some reason, so we're going to, I guess. So we'll see how this goes. You're doing great. Yeah, I've said it before. Great grandfather had a little bit of a temper and liked to throw things and shoot them. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is a refrigerator up there that I have found before, and that is a cliff, and it is full of bullet holes. So you guys can put that story together if you want to. We found a little waterfall out here. We're down here in the ravine. The cabin is probably straight off through that way, and the gate and the apple orchard are off that way. Look at that, just a big old crawfish. He's trying to get me. He's doing his best. we are not out here to catch crawfish though, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this little guy back without getting myself pinched, hopefully. There we go. Look at that. A refrigerator. All right, y'all, so we just got back to the trailhead for the tractor trail that's back behind me, and I just checked my YouTube studio and realized that we are almost at 200 subscribers. So I just wanted to stop for a second and say thank you to everyone who has decided to join me on this whole adventure thing with YouTube. Initially, I just started doing this so that my brother and my cousins and my dad could watch what I was doing on the property since they're not able to be here with me. It's really cool that y'all have decided to join me and continue coming back, because it doesn't really make any sense to me. But, well, as I was saying before, we are back over here at the trailhead for the tractor trail. And basically what the plan is we are going to try to cut this all back up to the trail. And the trail actually leads to the mouth of the apple orchard. And as you might be able to see here, is that there are just trees and branches and blackberry vines and all different kinds of stuff that has fallen. This is where this is where I took that core sample with my trailer hitch. But we're gonna try to cut this path back through. I think it's probably been about 50 years maybe since this was operating, because the dam for the bridge went out, and that's the path that they were taking to get back onto the property initially. But hopefully once we get this done, this will be our way out of the property this afternoon. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and get the tools out and let's get to work. All right, so we've probably been working for about 15 minutes here. We got that all cleared out. Bryson did that with the brush cutter. We've come through here and I've cut up all of the branches so that we can back my truck in here and just start throwing stuff in. We've cleared out the sides, all of that good stuff. But when we got to here, I ran into a big old cedar tree that broke in half up there. I don't know if you can see that. It broke in half, and these things have a really awesome utility that they don't deteriorate because they have it like they're red cedar. So they have an acid, I think it's an acid, inside of the wood. That's why the middle is red, and it keeps bugs from eating it, and it keeps it from weathering. And so you can use these for pretty much anything. So if we end up building permanent stands out here, then we'll be able to use these. Originally, what I was gonna do was cut this and use it as a ladder, but I didn't realize that this was standing here dead, and that we would be able to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I've already cut it. I'm just gonna push it out of the way, and we're just gonna keep on pushing up the trail. So that's pretty much the update for where we're at right now. Nothing too crazy. And I guess I'll just keep on updating y'all and keep showing y'all what we're doing. y'all, so the plan here is we're gonna pull all this out and get it into a pile, and we're gonna start a small fire so that we can sort of just slow feed it. It's been raining pretty good for the whole past 2 weeks, and it's supposed to rain here in the next 2 days. We're gonna get a 5-gallon bucket full of water so we can be safe about this and not light this entire property on fire. But we're just gonna get this off, get it lit, and then get back in there and get working. So we started the fire and the wind was not blowing, and then the wind kicked up and it started going wherever it wanted to go. So I mean, it ran off probably 10-15 feet that way, and then it came back in this direction, and we got it all stomped out, and we got 5-gallon buckets, and we came out here and tossed it on it. So we're just gonna make the piles and wait for a better day to burn them. But that's kind of the situation that we're dealing with right now. So we're gonna keep working and keep making the piles. Thankfully the pile didn't start on the first try, and yeah, I guess we'll just go from there. So we're gonna get back to work. All right, y'all, we finally got that all cleared up, and the tractor trail is all clear. So we'll be able to drive through here, and we can avoid running through the field. I know it kind of seems minuscule, but There's a lot of game trails that run through this upper field, and then also it just gets muddy and it gets all torn up and it starts to look like crap. So I wanted to make sure that I got this out of here, and yeah, she's looking good now. So I guess next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go shoot some clay pigeons and have a little fun now that we've got all the work done. So I guess I'll meet you over there underneath the power lines. All right, y'all, so now that we're done with work, it's time to have a little bit of fun. So Bryson's got his brand new Benelli 12 gauge up there. I got the flinger and some clay pigeons, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. So what we've done for safety purposes is we've put him up on the platform, the bed of my truck, and I'm gonna be back here behind him on the ground so that we're not on the same level. So if there is an accident, we can sort of limit the amount of danger that there is involved in this. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with all of this.
Cool.
You'd think that with a brand new shotgun that you would want to pull the trigger, and you just didn't.
I didn't know how high it was gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, pull.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'll show you how it's done.
You will?
Look at you. That's like 7.
God.
Little 7 piece.
Stay back behind me a little bit. Yeah. Cool.
I'm sucking at the throws. Hold on, just use this last one.
I don't even know I don't know what to tell you.
Throw it like a frisbee.
That's the sheriff right there.
Pull.
Safety. Every time you pull the trigger, after you hit it, put the safety on.
Okay.
Just eliminates problems.
All right, pull. Just go get that one.
All right, y'all, so that's gonna be it for us here on the Appalachian Farmhand channel. If y'all enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Share this with a friend. Any type of support that you give to the channel is greatly appreciated. Come back and join us again in the next one.